Today I'm making some raw oats and almond cookies. It's a vegan friendly recipe, and it's gluten free. So you'll need 1 cup of almond. You will need 1 cup of raw oats, and you will need like a little teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. It's optional. And you will need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. First you mix the dry ingredients, and then you're gonna need either baking soda or a baking powder. You can use either one. And you're gonna need 1/4 cup of oil, or you could use 1/3, and 1/3 of either 1/4 cup of either honey or maple syrup, or you could use sugar, brown sugar, coconut sugar, and but you need to put more oil if you're going to use sugar of coconut or brown sugar or regular sugar. And you're gonna need and then you're gonna mix the wet with the dry. For the dry ingredient, you're gonna need 1 cup of almond, 1 cup of raw oats, and then you're gonna need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And you could also put ginger if you want to, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger or cinnamon. And then you're gonna need half a teaspoon of either baking soda or baking powder. And then you're gonna need that's the dry ingredient. For the wet, you're gonna need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You're gonna need 1/4 cup of honey, maple syrup, or you could use either sugar, and then 1/4 cup of either any kind of vegetable oil you want, or you could use any kind of vegetable oil. You could use avocado, you could use sunflower. I prefer avocado or coconut oil because they're more like healthy. And then those are the wet. So you're gonna mix the dry. I'm mixing the dry right here right now, and you could put seeds too. And then we're gonna add the wet. Now you put the wet, that is the oil, honey or maple syrup, so the wet is the vanilla, oil, and the honey or maple syrup, whatever you want to use, whichever is your preference. So this recipe is vegan friendly and is a gluten-free recipe. It's a healthy recipe for your family, for yourself. It could be like a considered low carb if you put sweetener. So this is a great inexpensive cheap recipe that you can make that's easy at home, and it's good for you. It's a healthy ingredient, and it's a natural ingredient that has no chemical, no artificial colors or flavors. After you mix it, the dough up, you mix it into a ball, and then you smash it, and you form it into little cookies like this. And then you put it on the oven, or I use an electric oven, and you bake it. I'm not gonna tell you the temperature or how long I bake it, but don't let it pass like 20 to 25 minutes because it will burn. But it depends on the temperature you put, and if you're using gas or electric, and you have to watch the cookies if it is not getting burned. You could use baking sheets. I don't have it right now, so I just spray oil on this. So this is the results of the cookies. The almond flour and raw oats. That's vegan friendly and gluten free. Enjoy the cookies. It tastes very tasty and delicious and healthy for you, and good ingredients that are good for you and natural, no artificial flavors, no chemical, no any extra ingredients you can't read. It's homemade and delicious. Enjoy.